No matter how you travel, it's good to have a plan. Some people plan every minute. No sleep, bus, museum, another museum. While others only plan to take it day by day. When it comes to your finances, a plan is just as important. You can count on Credit Karma to give you the insights you need to understand your options so you can take charge of your financial path and find your way to money. Explore how you can make financial progress with confidence today. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to When Reality Hits with Jax Brittany. Woo-woo.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
So I am coming to you guys this week from my beautiful hometown of Winchester, Kentucky. To give you guys a little bit of a visual, I am sitting in...
Let's be honest where you're at.
I'm sitting in my rental car in the Speedway because my family lives so far out in the country that we have to drive into town or else I would have no service. So I'm sitting in my rental car in Speedway in downtown Winchester, Kentucky.
For those of you that can't see this, I can see her right now, and she's in the parking lot in the Speedway, backed into the parking spot and just doing her thing in the Speedway gas station in Kentucky.
With people walking past and everything. I hope somebody from my high school shows up. I'll have them pop in and ask them a question. That would be awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I decided to come to Kentucky. It's so funny. Anytime I travel by myself, everybody seems to go crazy thinking that me and Jax are splitting up or something is going on.
Wait, what happened? Someone said that to you again today?
Yeah, there's always that clickbait saying that we're getting a divorce or that I'm pregnant and they use like Cruz's old pregnancy announcement photos or something going on. But we got a lot of questions being like, I heard that you guys are getting a divorce. I feel like we have to tell people almost every week that we're not.
Literally every week we have to say something. Literally.
Yes. I just like to come to Kentucky. We had a busy summer, so we really want Cruz to be around his family as much as possible. I've got a lot of like little cousins and a lot of my best friends here have kids. So I love being able to have Cruz like get to spend a lot of time with his family and of course the little kids. So that's important to us. And Jax has been in LA doing press for House of Villains.
Yes, all week. Well, not all week. So yesterday, all day. And then today we had our event at Isabel tonight. It's the party for the show. Pretty excited about it. Everybody's in town. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait.
I saw on Instagram that you guys all were at Catch last night. How was that?
That was a lot of fun. So Johnny said, hey, let's all go out to dinner last night. By the way, Johnny Bananas. So he was in town. He said, hey, let's go out to dinner tonight. Where do you want to go? I said, let's go to Catch. Catch is always fun. It's kind of easy and everybody likes that. So we all went to Catch last night. We had a great time. Maybe a couple too many sodas, if you know what I mean.
Who all was with you?
So it was me, Johnny Fairplay, Johnny Bananas, Max, Brock showed up.
Oh,
Corinne, who's from The Bachelor, and her sister.
Oh, yeah. Fun. Well, I hate that I'm not there I hate that I can't be there for all your like press stuff, but I'll be back in Kentucky or I'll be back in LA by the time the show airs, which is October 12th, right?
October 12th, the show airs. We're super excited. We're actually going to have a I don't know if you call it a preview or premiere party, I guess. Yeah. We're going to have a premiere party at Jax's Studio City. So for those of you that live in LA, live in Studio City, you want to come out and hang out, you want to come and watch the show with us, definitely come by. Jackson Studio City will be open. We're going to do a viewing party. Myself will be there. Brittany will be there. I'm going to get some other, reality stars there. We're going to have a good time. So please come by. Let's have some fun.
Yes. And Jax's is officially open now. Actually starting today, correct? So anybody can go. And anybody is welcome to come into Jax's, try everything out. We're so excited for everyone to see it. It's been amazing.
Our official grand opening is we decided to do October 28th. So that's going to be the official grand opening. But October 12th, we're going to do a viewing party. The bar's been open for like a week or so. We're kind of doing trial. We're testing out the waitresses, making sure everybody's trained. But the official grand opening will be October 28th.
Yes, but anybody is welcome to come on in and try it out. We're so excited to hear what everybody thinks. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's so many TVs. Watch all the games there. I'm a UK Kentucky basketball girl and Kentucky football, so I'll be up there for the games for sure, no matter what.
I'm really so excited for everyone to see it. We worked so hard on this place. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got your sports, but it's also got a little bit of bouginess to it. Brittany did a great job decorating this place. I'm just so excited for this place to get open. Finally.
Yes, we can't wait.
We put a lot of work into this.
It's actually been happening fast. Yeah, so we did good.
We did good. We did good. Yeah, we definitely rushed this, but the rush to get this place open, that's for sure.
Yeah, time for football season. We don't want to miss out on all that. But yeah, being in Kentucky, I just loved watching my little Cruzy playing with his cousins, like on the farm. It's just like what I did. I was out there watching them playing last night with all of his little cousins. They were running around in the fields with the exact same places that I played whenever I was growing up. So it just makes me so freaking happy.
I
But
know. I love those videos that you're sending me. I love them all.
I
They're so cute.
know.
Oh, that's
But
exactly what I wanted for Cruzy. I just wanted him to be out in the Midwest. I wanted him to have fun. I wanted him to play with his cousins. I wanted him to play with his friends. He looks like he's so having so much fun.
he is, and he loves to run. Our son is like he's gonna be a track star or a soccer star or something because this kid loves to run. It's his favorite thing, just run, 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 run. So we've got like almost 400 something acres out there. So he's just running wild. He loves it. He's just lighting up like a Christmas tree. It's so cute. But going back to House of Villains, Jax,
Yes.
I feel like a lot of people. When did you guys actually record this show? Because I feel like it's been a while now. I can't really remember.
What I would say maybe 6 months ago. Would you say, or more than that? Would you think more than 6 months?
Yeah, about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
How different was it filming a show like The Villains compared to like something like Vanderpump Rules?
It was a lot different. I feel like I got into this show. I was super excited to be part of this again. I was just so excited to be back on TV and doing something kind of fun. But I definitely was out of my element. This competition type of show is definitely something I'm not used to. I'm in with 10 of the biggest reality stars on TV. Doing competition. So, they were building alliances right off the get-go. They're doing all this like strategizing. I was the last one to get to the house. So everyone's already built these alliances before I even got there. It was, I was talking to all the press yesterday. I'm like, I was so out of my element. I mean, it was very hard. Literally filming that show was harder than ever filming anything on Vanderpump. It was 100% harder.
What was it like sleeping there? Because I know that you only had your phone at like nighttime because of course you had to be able to check in on me and Cruz. But what was it like sleeping in a house like that where you have so many other people with you all the time, 24/7?
So we were in a mansion. We were in a huge mansion. And we're all in the rooms. I had two roommates. I had Omarosa and I had Anfisa. Yeah. I think I lasted in the room. I think I slept in the room one night, and then I'm a snorer, as you know.
Yes,
and
I know.
I felt bad for these ladies. They had eye masks on, they had head wraps on, they had earplugs, and like the lights don't go off at all in this house. They're always on. The lights are always on.
I could not stand that.
Brittany, you would hate it. You would literally hate it. So the first night I slept in the bedroom, and then the next night I said, you know what? They kind of said something like, Jax, you sure are a loud, sleeper. That felt awful. I go, and I was so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed because I'm with, I'm with Omarosa and I'm Anfisa. I'm sleeping in a room with two women. Yeah. I'm in the middle. I'm a grown man. I felt like I'm going to sleep in the living room from now on. So I went downstairs for the rest of the time and I slept on the couch.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm excited to see it. Are you glad that you did it?
Yeah, I'm glad. It was something different that I've never done before. I keep saying this. I was definitely out of my element though. I've never been on a show like this before as far as like competition goes. It was definitely interesting. It was, I don't know. I asked this question a million times yesterday and I kept saying the same thing. I was just like, I was definitely out of my element. I went in thinking, I'm like, oh, I'm going to win this. I'm going to beat this. I'm strong. I'm physically fit. I'm competitive. It was not like that at all. They made this show so like even for everybody that it was, I don't want to give everything away, but it was really,
well, of course.
It was tough. It was very tough. It was mentally tough. It was physically tough. It was emotionally tough. I mean, being away from you and Cruz was tough for me. It was tough all around.
Yeah.
I said that to all the press yesterday. I was like, how did you do this? Being away from Brittany, being away from Cruz, how did that go? I'm like, it was tough for me. I've never really been away for more than 1 or 2 days from you.
Yeah.
Maybe one day, I think most. It was tough. And I'm sleeping in a room. I'm actually not living in a house with all these crazy people. They're all crazy. They're all crazy. And it was just loud all the time. Everyone's trying to scream at all hours of the night. There's no go to bed time. The lights are always on. Everyone's yelling.
I know that Tanisha's on there. Did she ever do that? I can't sleep because of y'all. Y'all can't sleep because of me. That was her favorite.
She did that. I saw her yesterday. It was so nice to see her. I haven't seen her in a long time, and we love each other. She's like, Jax, I have a crush on you. I have a crush on you. She's so sweet. I love her to death.
Well, you know what? Speaking of Bad Girls Club, I have a fun fact that everybody that would be so interesting for people that are listening. As everyone knows, I worked at Hooters for a very long time, Hooters of Lexington.
What?
And one of my friends who also worked at Hooters, her name is Lauren Spears. She was on Bad Girls Club, but she worked at Hooters with me, and she was on Bad Girls Club. And then Maya, who everybody right now is going crazy over Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, the football player, Jax, for the Chiefs.
Oh, it's all everybody's talking about. It's all people are talking about right now. And everybody's saying, by the way, that she is making his career. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Okay, let's get that very clear.
He's already been doing so well for so long. But another fun fact, a crazy fact is they had a TV show called Catching Kelce a couple of years ago. And
I watched it.
Maya Benberry, who won, worked with me at Hooters too. So she's like his ex-girlfriend right now. And she's been like back in the press and stuff talking about how she used to date him and stuff like that. And like some of the Swifties are going after her and stuff. And I'm like, it's just so crazy that 3 people from Lexington Hooters, Bad Girls Club, Catching Kelce, and Vanderpump Rules, all from little Lexington, Kentucky Hooters.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to see if Tanisha knows her. I'll ask her tonight. See if I find out.
But I just thought that was such an interesting little fact because a lot of people probably don't know that me and Maya are friends. And that, with all this Kelce and Taylor Swift stuff going on, it's just like it's brought everything back up. So it's just so funny that we all work together at Hooters.
Did you see Taylor Swift is on the cover? Taylor Swift is on the cover of the new Madden football game. I know you don't know about video games, but Madden football is pretty popular.
Yeah, and of course.
Taylor Swift is they're making fun of the fact that Taylor Swift is making football cool. And all these husbands now are like talking to their wives. They're like, are you excited that, that Taylor Swift is at the game? And all these guys are like, you have no idea who he is. You're all just saying this, like saying you're making him popular.
People love Taylor Swift, and she's amazing. Like, I love that she goes to every award show. She's so grateful for her fans. Like, she's a really, really good artist. And she writes her own music. Like, she's like, you got to give it to Taylor. She's a great person. But his jersey sales went up like 400% after Taylor went to the game. That is insane.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're tracking. I'm sorry. They're tracking her in Kansas City. When she goes to Kansas City, they're like tracking where she is. It's like, it's ridiculous. I mean, this girl literally changes people's lives.
Yeah, it's
she
like
talks
football and pop culture like coming together. I love it. I think it's so funny. So there's
do you think she's going to last with him?
I don't know. Maybe. I think he's cute as a button, and I love Taylor Swift. So we'll see. It's a fun little couple for right now that everybody can follow anyway. Let's see. We got a couple questions from some fans that we would like to answer. Jax, this is from you. It's _queer auntie. And she says, what was it like being with other villains now that you're a reformed villain? At least I think.
That's so funny that you said that. I said that a million times during my press. I go, they're all asking me, like, do you consider yourself a villain? And I was like, no, I don't. I don't think I was a villain. I think I'm a reformed villain. I kept saying it 100 times to them. I'm like, I just feel really, really out of place. I feel like the people here are just they're conniving. They're crazy. I go, and they asked everybody, they're like, who was the most out of place? They did ask the whole cast of the show, like, who was the most out of place there? And they all point to me. Every single cast member points to me. They're like, he was just so out of place. I was not prepared. Everybody told me to prepare for the show when I went in. My manager, my lawyer, my friends are like, Jax, make sure you watch Big Brother. Make sure you watch Survivor. Like,
and he wouldn't watch any of it, just so you guys know.
I didn't watch one thing, not one. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go in. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to, I'm competitive. I'm athletic. How hard is it going to be? It was fucking hard. it was hard. I'm like, not only that, I came in last. Everybody was hanging out. I was the last one to walk in the house. So they already built alliances. They already found their roommates. They already were starting to like connive and whatever. And I'm like sitting there like this, like doom, doom, doom. Like I was like a fish out of water. I really was.
I love that. Here's another question from a fan, which we wanted to talk about this anyway. This is from Kat Bishop, and she asked, if either of you were asked, would you want to do and be on Dancing with the Stars? And my answer is, heck yes. I was a cheerleader all the way up through college, and that feeling of competing and like the rush before you go on something like that is so amazing. I couldn't imagine doing it on Dancing with the Stars. Like, of course I would say yes. But we also just want to say how amazing Ariana is doing.
She's crushing it.
She is crushing it. She looks like a professional already. Like she just looks amazing. She looks beautiful. Her outfits are awesome. I love that on the episode number 1, she like kind of did a little tribute to her reunion dress, and like.
I know. I gotta ask her how much practicing she's been doing. I know she's been doing like practicing a lot, but like how much work goes into this? I know she's been doing it every day.
It's like 7 hours a day or something. Like you have to be on point. It's a new dance every single week, but I just think she's doing amazing. So if you guys are listening, make sure you're voting for Ariana weekly because she is killing it and she deserves all the love.
Brittany, I don't know if I ever told you this. So season 3 of Vanderpump Rules, I auditioned for Dancing with the Stars. I went to Disney. You know this, right? I've ever told you this?
No, I don't think so.
I drove to Disney. I went to Disney, pulled in, went to the offices. I had a whole interview with this. Mind you, people, I can barely walk and chew gum. I can't memorize anything. I can't even get on the internet. Okay, so obviously I didn't get it, but could you imagine Could you imagine? Like I went through I had to go to in a meeting room. There was like 12 people there. It was season 3 of Vanderpump Rules, so it was ages ago.
Yeah,
I went in. There was like 8 people sitting in the boardroom. They're all looking at me. I was like, this is really serious. Like this was serious. Thank God, everyone out there. Thank God I didn't get that. I would have had to back out. Brittany, could you honestly imagine me? Could you honestly imagine me doing that? Seriously.
Oh my gosh. I think you're actually, I think you got rhythm. Whenever you're joking around dancing and stuff, I think you would be better than you think. And with one of those professional dancers help coaching you. I mean, think of all these football players and stuff that do it and they end up being really good. I think you would actually be good, Jax. You got more rhythm than you give yourself credit.
I do have rhythm, but I just go on my own thing. I don't memorize. I'm like Elaine on Seinfeld. I know you don't know this reference, but I have the most I'm just all over the place and I have no rhythm. I don't think I have rhythm at all.
I love it. Oh, also, last night they announced that Tom Sandoval was the diver or the driver. Diver.
Yeah, we knew that. We knew that.
Yeah, but they announced it last night, and he actually did really good. Like, he did a good job. But it's so funny because whenever he was in his costume, he was doing, those arm movements like he does and stuff. And I could just tell, even with that big costume on, it was Tom. We already knew, obviously, that Tom was going to be on The Masked Singer. But as soon as he started doing those little arms and leg movements that he's always done, I could just tell 1,000% that's Tom.
Wait, I didn't watch it. What happened after he lifted his mask? Did people go crazy or what?
Yeah, and he did, he was very humble. He said something like along the lines of like, it felt good to be able to perform with a mask on without, because, he's being judged so much and going, obviously he did something wrong. So he's being,
right.
He said it just felt good to be able to perform behind a mask and stuff like that. And he seemed very nice and very humble, actually. I thought he did a really good job.
I've been getting asked a lot of questions about his podcast because he just started a podcast. And I said, I'm happy for him. I hope he does really well with it. The only thing I didn't agree with is the fact that he released it the day after Ariana did Dancing with the Stars. I thought that was bad. Yeah. I thought the fact that he announced it, I don't know who his press or his PR person is, but he could have waited a couple days. I think announcing that the day after Ariana's Dancing with the Stars was a little bad taste. And I said that.
Well, Ariana's killing it. He's already off Masked Singer, so let's hope Ariana gets all the way through. I mean, she's doing so good. But it was nice to see that he seemed like very humble and stuff last night. He didn't seem like, regular old Tom who, is a little egotistical. He seemed like very grateful. So that was good. Yeah. But yeah, everybody keep voting for Ariana. We got to push her all the way to the end. Okay, speaking of all of that, oh gosh, my mom, sorry.
Is Sherry calling you now? You're in Kentucky. What is she calling you for? She calls you every day. Every day.
Me and my mom are so close, but and I'm 34 years old. Every time I'm in town, my mom texts me. She wants a play-by-play. What are you doing today? What are you doing today? Where are you at? I'm like, I'm 34, Mom, but you don't care. You're going to worry about your kids no matter what,
I know, but you're there. You're in Kentucky. Why is she calling you now?
Because she's at work, so she wants to know what me and Jax are doing, or what me and Cruz are doing.
Where's Cruz, by the way?
Cruz is at my dad's house, so he's spending time with his papa and his nana, my stepmom Linda. He's out there playing with all the animals and stuff right now, so that I could come in town and sit in the Speedway parking lot because we don't have service out on the farm.
I know. I'm wishing you guys are home. I'm hitting the point now where I'm starting to miss you guys. You need to come home, I think. Well, I'm hitting that point. Every time you leave, I'm like, oh, I'm super excited. Within usually the 24 hours, I'm like, what are you doing? Where are you at? I'm like your mom. Yeah. I'm calling you. What are you doing? Where are you at? And you're like, I know. Left.
Everybody just misses me. It's okay. I love it. If you could be on any other competition show, Jax, what would it be? What kind of competition show would you like to be on?
Special Forces. I want to be on that new show called Special Forces. I think I would do really well at that. It's a new show. Actually, Tom Sandoval just finished it. Everyone's been telling me that I need to check out the show, that I should be on the show. And I did. I researched it. It's something up my alley. And it's funny that you asked this question because they were asking me this yesterday during press. Like, if you could be on any other show, what would it be? And I was like, Special Forces. So if you're listening to this, people from Special Forces, I want to do your show.
I think
it films in Australia, though, or New Zealand, but I'd love to do that.
I think I would like to be on Traitors because I love murder mystery stuff. I love the game Clue. I think I would be good at that. So
I know. I really want you to be on that.
Something like that where you can figure things out, I think would be so fun. All right. So one little section I wanted to do on today's podcast because so many people loved whenever Jax and I did a little bit of Would You Rather type thing, and I started talking about how I want to talk to hummingbirds. But so we're going to play Would You Rather, okay? So this is kind of like quick answers, Jax, okay? You answer, and then I'll answer too. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Would you rather have all traffic lights when you approach be green or never have to stand in line again?
Oh, my gosh. I probably green traffic lights.
Green traffic lights. Okay,
yeah.
I think...
You hate my driving.
I kind of think I would rather not have to stand in line because I love Disney. I love Universal. I don't want to have to stand in line.
Brittany, you have VIP passes everywhere. When do you ever stand in line? I've never seen you stand in line.
When it's busy, we still have to stand in line.
No. First of all, we don't go to Disney or Universal when it's busy. I've never seen you stand in line anywhere.
Yes, we still. I've stood in line many times at Disney. Let's be real. Okay. Would you rather wrestle a bear or an alligator?
That's terrible. Both of those this is a terrible. Neither of that.
Okay, I would rather wrestle an alligator because you can hold their jaws shut and they can't like open it back up. So at least you would know that little trick to be able to hold a alligator's mouth closed.
I agree. They do that death roll.
A bear, though, just like will get you, and there's nothing you can do to get away. You know what I mean? Like, you climb a tree, they're coming right behind you. All right. Would you rather be trapped in a small room with 10,000 tarantulas for 10 minutes or eat 10 tarantulas in 10 minutes?
Oh, my gosh. Be stuck in a room for 10 minutes.
With 10,000 tarantulas?
You would rather eat them?
I think I would rather eat them.
Oh, my God. Who am I married to? No, you would not.
I think the fear of having that many tarantulas in the room with you instead of eating like dead tarantulas would be so much scarier.
Okay, first of all, they're spiders. They're probably just going to stop. They're going to it's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes. They're going to stop. They're not going to run around.
Okay, this is why we're doing this, to see what you think versus what I think. All right, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Where do you get these questions? A horse-sized duck?
Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I guess 100 duck-sized horses, right?
I think I would do one.
Yeah, I did the horse-sized duck. Yeah, I would do that one. Yeah.
Would you rather know all the secrets of space or know all the secrets of the ocean?
I don't care.
What? You don't care?
No.
Okay. I think both of those are so amazing because in space, like, we don't know if there's like more aliens out there, more like living things. Like, space is like so huge, like infinite, you know? And then the ocean, like, we have barely explored the ocean too. So both of those things would be so cool. So which one, space or ocean?
I don't really care about either of them, to be honest. But if I have to guess, I guess it would be the ocean. I guess space, it's like, doesn't make sense to me. The fact that our planet is like just floating out in the middle, it doesn't make sense. Space doesn't make sense. I
mean, just imagine, like, we don't know what in the world is out there. We're only one little speck in the world, in the galaxy. So I don't know. I think both of those would be so interesting. Would you rather be an unknown superhero or a famous villain?
Ooh, an unknown superhero or a famous villain. I think I'd be a famous villain.
You would be famous villain. I would like to be the unknown superhero out there.
This goes to show you who we are. That just tells us who we are right there. Of course, I want to be the famous villain.
And I would be the unknown superhero because I want to save as many people as I can. And Jax is like, I want the credit.
And hey, I'm on House of Villains, so, you know.
Yeah, it goes. Would you rather have your thumbs replaced with your big toes, or have your pinky fingers replaced with your pinky toes?
Oh, where do you get these questions?
I got them online. They're hilarious.
My pinky finger is replaced with my pinky toes.
I think the same too, because you use your thumbs for too much. Would you rather get a paper cut between your fingers every time you turn a page, or bite your tongue every time you eat food?
Oh,
I think I would do the paper cut, because whenever you bite your tongue, it like messes up your tongue for the entire day. Like you can barely
your whole
talk
palate.
Yeah,
It messes up. Both of them sound awful. First of all.
Would you rather never be able to open a closed door, or never be able to close an open door?
I'm confused.
Would you rather listen? Would you rather never be able to open a closed door, or never be able to open or to close an open door? For you, I think for you, Jax, it would definitely be never be able to close an open door. Like you would rather be able to open a closed door, because if you can never close the door, you'd be freaking out about the thermostat all day because of the air conditioning.
That's true. You got me there. That's true.
Let's see. Would you rather have to deal with a downpour or extreme wind on a route?
On a where?
If you're driving out in your car, would you rather
rain
or extreme
downpour
wind?
downpour.
Yes.
Driving in the wind sucks.
I mean, the rain too, because you can't hardly see, but you can always pull over. All right, last one. Let's see. Would you rather climb a gym route that someone just went up barefoot, or get sneezed on?
Would you rather climb a what?
Like say that you're doing a climbing wall. Would you rather go behind somebody who was barefoot, or would you rather go behind somebody who had just sneezed?
A barefoot, probably.
I think barefoot too. Okay, yeah. Well, there's our little would you rathers for the day. I think those are so funny. All right.
Are you going to Hooters today?
No, I'm not going to Hooters today, but we are going to go one day. Today is my niece Presley's birthday party, and of course she's turning 6, and this little diva wants sushi.
Are you serious?
Swear.
Presley wants sushi?
Yeah, Presley wants sushi, so we're going to a sushi place tonight.
Has she ever had it?
Yeah, she loves it. So we're going to a sushi place for her birthday, and then we're going to Keeneland on Saturday. So meeting a bunch of my friends, we're going to tailgate. We're going to go into Keeneland and have a good time. It's opening weekend, so it'll be super busy. So I'm super excited.
What's Keeneland for the people? I know people don't know that.
Keeneland is the horse races in Lexington, Kentucky. And, it's just a big part of living in Kentucky, the Kentucky Derby, everything like that. So we love horses. They're like people here. So Keeneland is just so much fun. Jax has been with me a couple times. You love it, don't you, babe?
Oh, I have a lot of fun there. It's opening weekend this weekend?
Yeah, opening weekend. So we're going on Saturday. So if anybody is listening to this and is at Keeneland Saturday, come say hi.
Jealous. I wish I was there.
Okay, everybody, don't forget to tune into Jax's show, House of Villains, on October 12th. And everybody, if you are in LA, come to Jax's bar. We are so excited to see everybody and meet everybody. It's a new chapter in our life, and we are just looking forward to being bar owners. We never thought we were going to do this. So
never in a million years.
A lot of fun.
We're so excited. We can't wait. I hope you guys all come out and cheer me on. I would love to have all you there. We're gonna have drinks together. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna cry. We're gonna take pictures. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I hope everybody can come. I really do.
Yes. Like I said, we're gonna have the premiere party at the bar as well. So we would love to see you guys. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my time here in Kentucky. I'm so loving to be here with my family. Kentucky just kind of resets me and makes me feel like at peace again. I love being here.
I'm jealous I'm not there. If I didn't have to work, I would be there with you. But also, just a side note, October 28th, we are doing a Halloween party. It's our grand opening of Jax's Studio City, October 28th. I believe that we're doing tickets for, I think they're $25 and then $75 for VIP. You get table, bottles. We're giving away merch. It's going to be a costume party, but it's our official grand opening, October 28th, Halloween weekend. I believe it's a Saturday. I would love to have everybody there. We're officially open for business. We're going to have everyone dressed up. We're going to have fun. I can't wait for everyone to be there.
Can't wait to see everybody's costumes. I freaking love Halloween. Of course, my house is already decked up in Halloween decor. I'll make sure whenever I get home that I do a bunch of videos so you guys can see, because I did get some questions from people about Halloween decor, and I just love that stuff. So I'll make sure you guys are looking at my Instagram stories, and I'll post all my decorations on there. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to When Reality Hits with Jax and Brittany. I'm going to have amazing couple days left here in Kentucky, and we will see you guys back in LA. We got some amazing guests coming up, so make sure you stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys. Have a great week.
Love y'all.